So I am flying after the show today, and what's interesting is I've been on a few airplanes in the last couple of months. There's nobody at the airport. So I live pretty close to LAX, which is it's one of the busiest airports in the world, certainly in the United States, but there's nobody there. And so I've never done an interview with anybody at an airport, but James Conner of the Steelers is my first. He is at the airport. He is joining us live via the Cowherd Global Satellite Network. I want to see this. Hold on. Okay, so your airport looks like my airport. So where are you flying to today?
I'm flying to Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, beautiful place. So first thing I have to ask you, you're a workout guy. You're in tremendous shape. Last time I saw a workout video of you, James, you were throwing logs around. Are you still doing that? How is your training going?
No, well, that was the early stages of the quarantine. So, no more logs. But the training is going really, really well. I've been training up in Pittsburgh. Head to Florida, Fort Lauderdale to get some training in now. But, it's going great. My body feels great. I feel healthy. So excited about all what's to come.
Have you been able to work out with any Steeler teammates anywhere to this point, James?
Yeah, I got a couple workouts in with Juju, with Switzer, Ben. We threw it around. A couple guys on offense got together. So, we've been getting good work.
Now, I've said I don't know what to make of the Steelers because Ben's 37-38. He comes off a really debilitating injury. Have you been around?
Apologies.
That's okay.
All right. It's the first time for everything.
Yeah. So, have you practiced with Ben at all?
Yeah. We were throwing out that video that's playing. I was in that video and he was throwing it around to us, and he's been looking good. Tell
me about how he looked. How'd the ball feel? How'd you feel?
I feel like he's back. He has no fear. I trust his word. He said he feels healthy, so he's been slinging that thing around, and we're excited about it.
So the Steelers, you still hold, I think, the all-time ACC record for its most rushing touchdowns in a season. You can be a workhorse. There's no question about that. That you've done that before. How do you envision your role as the Steelers? What is an ideal Sunday for you, James?
Well, first and foremost, it's a victory. It's always a good Sunday when we win, no matter how much we win by. So a victory first and foremost. And then it's a game that, the run game was going solid. Backs got involved. I believe in my talents, can get 100 on the ground. I'm not, the victory is the most important thing. But as long as we get the run game going and, we make some nice runs, a couple first downs, that's all good.
Mike Tomlin is known as a defensive coach. Does he sort of allow Ben to run the offense? Do you always have a sense that what Ben wants to do is what you guys do when you go to the line of scrimmage?
I just execute the plan and the plays that we call in the huddle. Ben obviously has earned his trust. And so, when he's out there, we're behind him. And it's definitely a group effort. It takes everybody to win. And so Coach, he always says he doesn't care where good ideas come from. We make it work, and so I just execute my job.
How is Mike Tomlin? Because he is one of the great communicators in the league. He looks like a guy that could still play. How is he different? Take every coach you've ever had in your life in football. How is Mike Tomlin different to you?
Coach T is awesome. Well, it's a different coach because it's a different level. We're professionals. It's, my professional coach. So obviously the job's, it's obviously more serious. We're getting paid to do this. So, but I think he's a phenomenal leader. I hope he can coach me as long as possible. I want to stay. I respect all my football coaches, and he's my current coach, and it's the one I respect right now.
James Conner joining us. When you look at the COVID situation, most young athletes that get it, it's asymptomatic. You wouldn't know you had it. That's like half the people who get it. When you talk about all these protocols, go here, don't go here, how are you living your life? Do you worry all about it as a professional athlete? I could argue that you're the safest person on the planet because you're a great athlete, you're young, you'd be asymptomatic. Do you talk about this with your friends, your family? How are you dealing with it?
I'm just following the guidelines. I'm doing everything they say to do. I got my mask. My mask is right here. I just took it off for the interview, so don't think I'm not masked up in the airport. But I'm just following all precautions. I seen other people getting it, and so obviously it's real. So we just have to be safe and take our precautions.
You were actually diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma about 4 to 5 years ago. You are now cancer-free. Did that ever change your perspective on life, on football? Did that change you at all, James?
Yeah, for sure. Going through what I went through at a young age, I think I definitely matured quick and had to grow up quick. I talk about all that in my book, Fear is a Choice. And so I definitely believe, the adversity that I went through, prepared me for the adversity that I'm going to be coming up next with. And, which everybody deals with is adversity. You can't really escape it. So I think it definitely prepared me.
Fear is a Choice is his book. For the record, you played at Pitt with Aaron Donald. I just saw a poll the other day. He was considered the best pure football player in America in terms of grading. So when you're playing with Aaron Donald, the first time you saw him at Pitt, did you know? Did you have any idea? Was he? I remember him in college, but did you know immediately? My Lord, this guy's going to be unbelievable. Yeah,
we definitely knew it. It was definitely obvious after the first practice. You could just see his work ethic, how we practice, and how it translated. We always knew that he was destined, for greatness. Just a high motor. Sometimes couldn't even practice with him just because the inside run drill, he'd be on the ball carrier before he even gets the ball. So it was quite obvious that he was going to be a problem.
His book is Fear is a Choice. So when do you believe you will finally, you're going to Fort Lauderdale now to get some workouts in. When have you been told, when is your best guess on when you will report to the Steelers?
I really don't have a guess. We've been playing it by ear. I'm itching to get back, but I'm thinking maybe hopefully we can start training camp on time. I know the training camp is, late July. And so right now just planning for July, sometime mid to late July.
James, you tend to be, you can be an interior runner. You guys can take a beating. Is this actually, because of the virus and not the OTA, is this the healthiest, the best you've felt? Could you actually argue this has been a great benefit for you to not have as much practice?
Well, I can handle practice as well, but this free time, I've definitely been focusing on my body. I think you got to make advantage and take advantage of any time that you have off. I definitely, my teammate at Pitt, Aaron Donald, was telling me, every year you just got to work a little harder. So still in the process, and I'm still getting better. So my body feels good.
All right, fourth year entering it, been a Pro Bowler. It's James Conner. He is sitting, I would imagine, in the Pittsburgh airport. And he's got his mask, and he's heading to Fort Lauderdale to work out. We appreciate you stopping by the show.
Awesome. Thank you, brother.
All right. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.